Hi, my name is Heather Whitt, and this is my video project for my Women's Studies class. This is my mother, Wilma Cantrell, and the assignment was to interview an influential woman in your life. And the only person that even came close for me is my mom. So let's start the interview. Okay. Mom, who would you say that you are as a person?
Well, I'm a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I've been married to the same man for 38 years.
Yes, I know.
I have 2 children, which I'm very proud of. Both are in college now. I'm a working woman. I've been a working woman for almost 40 years now.
Almost your life.
So, I think I've done pretty well and raised 2 pretty good looking kids.
Okay. Well, who my mom is, who I think you are, is that, well, really, there's nothing that actually encompasses what you mean to me. You know, there's really not. You're the person I come to when I'm happy. You're the person I come to when I'm sad. You're the person I come to when I have a problem, when I'm happy, or just when I want to say hi. Mm-hmm. You know, or if something happens in my life, the first person I think I got to call Mom. I got to tell Mom. You know, so I mean, you've been an ear that listened to me through everything I've been through. You've been a shoulder that's held me while I cried more than a few times. And you're my support system along with Dad. I mean, you know, you really are. And it's I'm thankful that you're my mother. I thank God every day that you're my mom. I really, really do. And I'm pretty sure that if it wasn't for, you know, you and Dad, I may have been in a dark place in my life by now, you know, and you guys you've held me to the light, you know, I mean, you're like my light when I'm in a dark hole. There you are, you know, you come and you get me out of that hole most of the time. Okay, how would you describe our relationship as far as like who we are to one another?
Oh. Well, first we're mother and daughter, but we're very good friends. Always have been.
Yeah.
Except when you were real little, and that was kind of hard when you were little.
And a teenager. I know I was a very wild and rambunctious and rebellious teenager. I know that. That's,
but,
you know,
people, we have to all have our challenges. So, in the end, it all turns out very well.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that it has.
Yeah.
We're very good friends.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I have to say, I know a lot of people at my age that they're not very close to their parents, or their parents are always complaining or getting on them for one reason or another. And I have to say, you guys have never really been like that with me. You've always let me live my life and, you know, let me make my own mistakes. Let me learn from my own mistakes. Because, I mean, like
you have to make mistakes in order to learn.
Yeah, that's right. You know, but, you know, me being a mom now, that I have 3 teenagers, that's very hard to do. And I appreciate the fact that you did that, because that takes a strong person to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know, it really and truly does. Let's see. What have I learned from my mom? That is that's a loaded question, really, because everything I've learned in life, I've learned from her, one way or another. You know, whether it's been she's taught me how to raise children, or she taught me how to sew something. Even though I'm not very good at it, she still taught me what I didn't know. And
sew a straight line.
I can sew a straight line. I can do that. But, you know, I mean, I've always been one of these people that, you know, my mom teaches me all this stuff. My dad teaches me all of this stuff, you know. Because, I mean, I can change oil in a car, change tires, change an alternator. I can do all that stuff along with raising kids, cooking, cleaning. I've learned that from you and Dad. You know, I've learned a lot from both of y'all.
Yes, you have.
Well, would you say you've learned anything from me?
Learned anything from you? Well, the main thing I think I've learned from you is how strong women can really be. Because you've had a hard road.
Yes, I have. It's we'll elaborate on that a little bit. I buried my first husband when I was 20 years old, and my daughter was 15 months old. And right after that, I came here to live with Mom and Dad. And, you know, they pretty much kept me sane for a long time. And then I met my second husband. He was a wonderful person. He was a great guy, really, really sweet person. And we got married in 2002, and he died in 2005 in a car accident. And during that period of my life, I was in a very dark hole. I was very depressed. I could have went to drugs. I could have went to alcohol. I could have went to any number of things. But, you know, I mean, honestly, there were 2 people in my life that really stopped me from doing that. That's my mom. Well, actually 3 people. My mom, my dad, and my daughter. You know, they stopped me from doing that. And I'll thank him every day of my life for that. Because that was very difficult for me. And it was hard. It was very hard. I mean, I was 25 years old and I'd buried 2 husbands, you know, and I loved them both, you know. But, you know, you have to be strong because you have people that depend on you. And I had people that depended on me. So I did what I had to do. And now I'm doing great. I'm engaged again. We're not married, which we may never be married. We've been engaged for 5 years now, so we may never be married. But, you know, we're happy. He has 2 twin daughters, and I have my daughter. And we have a good life now. You know, we're both in the school. We're both doing well. But, you know, I had to go through a lot of hard stuff to get where I am. I had to go through a lot of hard things. And a lot of things that I went through, you know, people look at me and ask me how I'm sane. And honestly, this woman right here is why I'm sane. She kept me sane. She kept me out of the nut house and kept me off drugs and kept me from doing things that I shouldn't have done. Okay, that was a heavy question.
It was.
That was a very heavy topic right there.
Yes.
Okay, what was it like for you growing up in a male-dominated family?
Oh, when I grew up, like when we went to our grandparents or we had any kind of a meal that you had, the men ate first, the children ate second. Whatever was left over, that's what the women got, you know.
Yeah.
Even though they prepared everything.
So you got the leftovers.
We kind of, fell on the tail end of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was the oldest of 5 children. So an older daughter was more like the nanny or
a maid.
A maid.
Mm-hmm.
You had to keep everything cleaned up, and if you didn't, you know, you got really in trouble because that's what the women did. And
you got blamed for the mess.
Yeah. And my mother was always dominated over. You know, she didn't really get to say what she wanted to or do what she wanted to. She always wanted to work, but as we said, a dominant male, that's what they were. And my brothers grew up the same way. They do not want their wives to work or anything.
And to this day, their wives have never had a job, ever.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's very different, but, you know, you have to realize, if you make it in this world, it takes 2 people.
It does. It takes 2
going
people.
to work.
Mm-hmm.
And keep things going like they should be going, you know. You have at least a shelter, a roof over your head.
Food and clothing and pay your bills. Yeah, the necessities. Okay, okay, how did you raise me differently? How would you say that your raising of me was different than the way that you were raised?
Well, you definitely weren't male-dominated.
No, I was not.
You were raised as a family. We all ate together. We all tried to enjoy life together.
When we went on vacations,
separate levels.
Yeah, when we went on vacations, and we did everything together when we were when I was little. You know, I mean, we really did. We did a lot of things together. Mm-hmm. And you worked.
Yeah,
you know, you worked and you went to school and things like that. You know, which was something that your mother would have never been able to do.
No.
You know, she would have never been able to go back to school or to get a degree of some sort and have a job. And let's see here.
Out of time.
Well, one thing I have to say about the way you raised me differently, because I have, I've been around my grandmother and grandfather, until they passed away. And when I was younger, I'll never forget my grandfather. He was, he was always real standoffish, and because I was a girl, I think, he was real standoffish towards me, and he didn't treat me the same way as he treated other people, because I think I was a girl. I really do believe that.
Well, you were the only granddaughter.
And I was the only grandchild. And then my cousin came along, and he was a boy. And he was like the golden child. And then, he truly was the golden child. So, there's a huge, I think, daylight and dark difference between when you grew up and when I grew up. And I think, I'm raising my children the way that my mom and dad raised me. To be, to know they can do anything that they want, whenever they want. They could be president if they wanted to,
If they wanted to be.
And, well, I think that concludes our interview. Thank you for watching.